Hey, what's up, you guys? Yes, welcome to today's new episode of A Cup of Soda. Um, Today is a little weird. I didn't think I was gonna make an episode. I was actually gonna take a week off. But I guess I could have you guys in for this week. So I know I need to address that. I know we haven't posted on the Under Your Bed podcast in 2 weeks. We're on hiatus. I don't want to get into it because it's like not for the internet. um, so please be patient. It's not over. We're not gone. So don't worry. Something that I want to address and talk about is the title of this episode, which is masculinity. It's a weird subject because what is masculinity, you know? Something I've been seeing, especially on my Instagram, is people trying to justify their masculinity. And they're extremely toxic. Like, men are allowed to cry, or men are stronger than women, or whatever the fucking shit is. It's very sheep mentality. We live in a society where based on your gender you have to follow a specific set of rules, which is very fucked up. Like, what I believe personally is everyone just be themselves and embrace their flaws, embrace their femininity, embrace their masculinity. If you're masculine, you're naturally masculine. You don't have to prove to anyone that you're masculine. There's traits of me that's masculine, but there's also traits of me that's feminine, and I think we should embrace both. As men, for us, we're always taught like we're supposed to be providers for the family, we're supposed to be hard workers, we're not supposed to cry, and we're supposed to just show strength all the time. That mentality is exhausting. I don't know if you heard the train, but yeah, that whole thing is just, it's not healthy for anyone. When I see people say like, oh, if you cry you're a pussy, or you're childish, or whatever, it kind of makes me think, why is that? Why aren't we allowed to cry? I'm like flustered because this is insane. But why aren't we allowed to cry? I don't know if they know this, but men have a higher suicide rate because of this kind of stigma where men are supposed to suppress their feelings and aren't supposed to show any type of femininity, even though crying shouldn't be just femininity. It's a human emotion that we all have. We all feel sad. We all feel happy. We all feel anger. So why is sadness such looked down upon in men? That's toxic. That's fucked up. That's the reason why there's so much anger in the world. Because the only allowed emotion is anger and not sadness. You're not allowed to feel sad. You're allowed to be angry. You're allowed to only show happiness and anger. Nothing in between. That's toxic. And men approaching women, men stalking women, all that stuff is disgusting and apparently is part of the masculinity of whatever. It's not. It's stupid. It's gross. I would never understand why men in society treat women like objects, as slaves or whatever. Like, why are we still doing? It's 2021 and we're still trying to justify gender roles. Like, women are supposed to be caretakers for children and home cook or whatever, right? And men are supposed to be the provider, the ones who work and make the money for the house and for the kids or whatever. I believe that depending on people's circumstances, should do whatever they can for their children and also for themselves. If the man is more able, like, not men, just man, is more able to provide for their family as an employee, as a worker, whatever, go right ahead. But if the woman can too, and their children are also, like, everything is taken care of, women also should work. Or maybe the woman has a better job, so she works, and the man stays home and takes care of the kids. Because obviously some got to take care of the kids, Or they can find someone to take care of their kids, but if they want to keep things a little bit more simple, one with the higher paying job should, work, obviously. But it shouldn't be men only. Women can do it too. And that's what, like, why do we still have to talk about this? Why is this not already a common thing? And it's common, like, but like that kind of mentality, why isn't this still common? That's what makes it weird. Another thing I want to talk about is people talking about men wearing dresses or painting their nails or wearing makeup or whatever. Let them live. Like, who cares? Let a guy wear a dress if he wants to, or let him put makeup on. Like, so let that person live. They're not hurting anybody. It's scary because people who try to express themselves and basically have free will and be their own person and not think as a herd get bullied, beat up just for their expression. And these kind of people are the same people who are anti-maskers or anti-vax or whatever, because they think they're saying they're free will, or that everyone who wears a mask is a sheep, but they're a sheep to society. They're a sheep to an old way of thinking. They can't think outside of the box. They can't see that everyone is an individual with different needs, different wants. Not everyone can do exactly the same as you. We as a society need more sympathy. It's just really sad. Pun taken, I guess. It's weird, but I think we need to teach our children and each other, not just the children, but each other, that no matter if you're a man or a woman or anything in between, we have to learn how to love each other with all differences. We have to learn that not everyone is going to look like you, talk like you, act like you, whatever. I just wish more people were open-minded. I hate that there's still so much nasty, especially with men. I'm going to call out the men because it's ridiculous. It's crazy. I have like how many sisters do I have? I have 4 sisters. So I've grown up with women. And I've never saw a difference. I'm sure there's like a little bit of physical difference, obviously, but other than that, everyone's pretty much the same. We all have the same wants, the same needs. We all just want to exist. But men want control. Yeah, I'm gonna say it. Men want control. The whole world was always run by men, for the most part. Just some exceptions. But they're the ones who follow by, oh, we're strong, this and that. And that's why we have all the wars were men. All the wars that were ever made, basically, were by men. We think with, I don't know what the fuck we think with, but women think with their heads and their heart. And I really do think that women should be more in power, because men always have this excuse, oh, there's gonna be even more wars with women because emotions. Like, actually, no. And yes, women might think with emotion, but you know which emotion? Sympathy. If more women were in power, everyone would have a much better understanding with each other. Plus, they're a lot smarter. Scientifically, they're smarter. So they'll have better strategies, better ways of uniting countries or whatever. Men just want power and territory and control, just like they control women. Oh my god, my cat. Tiger, shut up, please. I love you, but shut up. But yeah, we have to break that. We have to break that cycle. As men, we have to fucking stop. Stop objectifying women unless you want to be objectified yourself. But even though they didn't ask for that. Okay? I'm tired of women crying because men are harassing, men are following. Women have to have weapons on them because they don't feel safe on the street, because men don't know how to fucking control themselves. That's fucking stupid. Men need to stop looking at women and like commenting. Keep that shit to yourself. It's not cute. They don't think it's cute. Okay? They don't think that you saying, oh, you look sexy, mommy, can I get that number? No, what the fuck? You don't know who they are. You don't even know if they're a fucking child. And I know some of you don't even care because you're fucking perverts or whatever. But we have to break the cycle. If the more men think like, hey, women are just people, let them live, let them walk in the street. If they look nice, fine, keep it to yourself. Don't stare at them, don't follow them. They don't like being followed. The more we teach our young boys to not do that kind of shit, or to not like that be unacceptable behavior, the better our society will be. The more sympathy they have, the more people can be united. I hope any of this makes sense. I'm sorry if I'm going on tangents. It's just, it still boggles my mind that there's people my own age that still think like a fucking 6-year-old. 60. It sounded like I said 6-year-old, but I meant 60. But that too, 6-year-old. Even though 6-year-olds are hopefully smarter than fucking some of these people. But what I'm trying to say is, men need to stop thinking that power is everything, because it's not. We're supposed to be content. We're supposed to just live, because you're gonna die, so might as well make it a little better, you know. all this power, possession, whatever, it doesn't matter. You're gonna die. So you might as well make the world a better place for the person that's coming next. But yeah, I kind of want to look at something first. Maybe it could spark a little bit more of the conversation. But I just let me see something real quick. So yeah, I don't like the fact that people want to call having feelings bitches and stuff like that or childish, because it's not childish. It shouldn't be childish. Like, everyone cries. If you like it or not, everyone cries. Some cry more than others, but everyone cries, and that should be okay. I just want everyone to know that I want to make a change. I want people to know that it's okay to be you. That it's hard, and honestly, it's a battle, because you have to justify your existence. But you do it because you're brave, you're strong. That is strength, because you're fighting against everybody. You have to defend yourself because you might get beat up or killed. Just because, let's say, you want to wear heels or you want to wear a purse. I'm talking about men, but I women too, but you know what I mean. Like, you can't show your true self or how comfortable you are because other people are threatened. They're threatened by your bravery, and it's sad. It shows that those toxic masculine men are extremely insecure. That's what it is. It's basically very insecure because they don't feel like they're living their true self, and that's because they're not. No one is 100% masculine. No one's 100% feminine. And even if they were, that doesn't give you the right to go beat up someone who is the opposite of you or whatever. I hope anyone understood what I'm saying. I hope I'm not confusing anybody. I had a long day. It was fucking hot today. It was like 90 degrees, so I'm a little like, oh. And I turned off my air conditioner. But yeah, I just want to come on here and talk about that, because I think it's important for people to know that they're heard and that I'm with them, and I do it myself. I express myself the way I want to. I have long hair. I bleach it. I don't really wear feminine clothing. I wear wigs, if that counts as feminine. I wear wigs. I don't know if tattoos are masculine, because there are feminine tattoos. I don't know. But I have a beard that's masculine. I mean, I have a good amount of masculine traits, but I also have feminine ones. And you know what? That's fine. I have earrings. I guess that's feminine, I think. And people paint their nails. Why can't they paint their nails? I actually like that a lot of men are starting to paint their nails, even if it's just black. At least it's painting their nails. Like, I think that's fucking cool, and it just shows how comfortable they are in their own skin and their own masculinity. Because they're like, yeah, I like painting my nails. So what? I can still kick your ass. That's basically it, you know? But, yeah. I'm gonna stop talking. My dog is barking. And, yeah, I hope you guys are doing okay. And I hope maybe you learned something. If you didn't, sorry. I hope and my dog is barking. Okay, I'm gonna go. And, Kazoon tight.